welcome to my channel. We have been discussing the Bible. We looked at the book of Genesis the last time. Today we shall be looking at the book of Going Out, book of Dispatch, the book where the children of Israel left slavery into freedom, the book where the children of Israel were faced with death. They saw death coming, they saw death in front of them, and they still went through. Now the book of Exodus is made up of 40 good chapters. The book of Exodus simply means the going out or the departure. The children of Israel went into the land of Egypt in a royal way, but they left the land of Egypt as slaves. The children of Israel were enjoying in the land of Egypt under the reign of Joseph and one of those pharaohs. But the moment one pharaoh came in to power that did not know Joseph, the children of Israel started suffering. They became slaves. They cried to God to ask God to save them. The book of Exodus is where the great Moses was given birth to. How Moses was brought into the river, how Pharaoh's daughter brought him out of the river, are all recorded in the book of Exodus. The burning bush was recorded in the book of Exodus. How Moses killed one Egyptian that flew out of the land of Egypt is recorded in the book of Exodus. How Moses learned leadership 40 good years while being the shepherd of sheep is inside the book of Exodus. Now there's one thing I want you to learn from this book of Exodus. God did not just give this book to Moses, but God planned everything that happened there. Right from the birth of Moses, he was taken to learn leadership under one of the most powerful kings that was in existence then, Pharaoh. Moses left there after 40 years and learned leadership in the bush for another 40 years. And after 80 years, God saw that Moses was ready for the work, and he sent Moses back to Egypt to bring his children out of slavery. This book started with slavery and ended with redemption for the people of God. The Egyptians made sure that the Israelites were under slavery, but after God came, they were brought out of slavery. The birth of Moses, as I said earlier, was recorded in the book of Exodus. Now Moses is the major character of the book of Exodus. His name appeared almost about 730 times, and the way he lived even made God have compassion on him. Another thing you should learn from the book of Exodus is that God will never go back on his promises. Even after the children of Israel were led to the Red Sea, they saw the Egyptians coming. They saw the Red Sea. They forgot about the fact that this God that brought them thus far was the same God that saved them from the 10 plagues. The first blood sacrifice was done in the book of Exodus, where they killed a lamb and they used the blood of the lamb on their little. The children of Israel, all their male child, all their firstborn were saved. But that of Egypt, they were all killed. That was the first saving of the children of Israel. So many other pledges, the pledge of flies, water turning into blood, flies, and the rest, they were saved from it. But these children of Israel, when they came in contact with little difficulty in the Red Sea, they begin to doubt God. They turned to Moses. Moses, why did you not leave us in Egypt to die there? Why did you bring us here to die? But God, who is still God, saved them and all the Egyptians drowned in the Red Sea. I want you to understand something from this story this day. It was simply miracle that slowed down the movement of the Egyptians. The Israelites saw them coming. They were coming with chariots. While the Israelites were walking on foot, barefoot, almost about 600,000 people who are men, excluding women and children, walk across the Red Sea. They never caught up with them. That is God's miracle for you. The journey in the wilderness journey was also recorded in the book of Exodus. The covenant they made with God was recorded with Moses and it was written down. The covenant that they will serve God was recorded. The 10 great commandments was recorded in the book of Exodus chapter 20. Many things are recorded for us to learn in the Bible. It is left for us to learn and follow what God has said. There is something you should understand. The first 10 commandments Moses came with was broken, but God told him, you will write this one. Probably because Moses did not know the stress of writing the things on stones. That was why God said, write it so that you will know what it means to write on a stone. The issue of the calf. Imagine the children of Israel. After God has saved them, after God brought them from the land of Egypt, led them thus far, they still made a golden calf and said, this is the God that has been protecting them. This is the God that has been saving them. Water from the rock. Water came from the rock. This is recorded in the book of Exodus. Building of the tabernacle also is recorded in the book of Exodus. The book of Exodus, as we have heard, is the book of going out, the book of departure, the book that shows how Israel left slavery into freedom, how they were redeemed back to God, how they were redeemed to their father's land, how they were redeemed to the Canaan land. One key word that you should remember in the book of Exodus is that the Egyptians you see today, you shall see them no more. Thank you for watching. If you know you've learned something today, press the like button, comment, follow us on all social media handles, and remain blessed.